welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm super excited to get into today's video because today we're going to do a pick a card on how you think they feel versus how they actually feel. We're going to get all up in their psyche and get their deepest, most concealed feelings, intentions, all of that. So my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. So we've got group 1 with the white geode. We've got group 2 with the green geode. Group 3 with the pink geode. And group 4 with the yellow geode. So like I said, pause the video, take as much time as you need, but we're just gonna get right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the white geode, this is your reading, tapping in to see how you think they feel versus how they actually feel and what they're planning, what their intentions are. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the white geode. How does group 1 think they feel? How do they assume this person feels? What is their observation of this person? There's a little bit of an energy here of, I'm sure that they're receiving these dreams as well. We have isolation in dreams. So just right out the bat at first glance, it kind of looks like you guys feel like this person may be isolating themselves, keeping everything close to, like keeping their cards close to their chest, like not revealing how they feel and what they're really thinking. But you're like, they gotta be experiencing this psychic stuff that I'm experiencing as well. Like there is no way they're not feeling that. So you may have had a dream about this person or have a very strong psychic connection to this person, and you're like, I know they feel that. There's just no way that they don't feel that as well. Isolation says staying to myself. Dream says you're in my dream. So like I said, you may be dreaming of this person and feeling like there is just no possible way that I'm alone in that part. We have jealousy, commitment, competition, and dates. So tapping into how you think they feel, it looks like you feel like they're dating. They may get a little jealous with you if you tell them that you're talking to other people, or if you seem like you're open to other people, flirting with other people. But at the same time, you kind of feel like they feel like you're looking for a commitment, but we have dates and competition. So I'm getting an energy that you assume or feel like this person must be dating someone else. Either they're in a relationship or talking to someone else or other people. I'm hearing suspicions, like you have your suspicions. Date says let's wine and dine. Competition says winning at all cost. You may also feel like this person has a competitive personality versus really being more serious about being together with just one person. Like you may notice that this person, you have a much more interactive experience with them if there's some sort of competition or jealousy, or if it seems like you're dating, going out a lot, posting a lot. There's an energy there of you kind of feeling like, okay, but as soon as I start talking to someone else, you're gonna start acting weird. You're gonna get up in arms. You're gonna switch up on me. And then we have commitment. It says exclusively yours, and jealousy, I fear losing you. So you feel like this person is a jealous person. You feel like they want a commitment, but also mainly when there's some sort of competition, when you're dating, when you're doing your thing, living in your power, not really focused on them, then it seems like they're focused on you. This is how you're perceiving this person, but at the end of the day, they're isolating themselves, or in isolation, they're more detached. And then with the dreams card, it's like, okay, I know you're getting these dreams though. And then we have magic. So tapping in, I feel like you really like this person. You feel like they're magic. I'm gonna cover her face because the camera likes to focus on faces. Anything is possible is what it says at the bottom of magic. So let's see how they feel. You guys get an energy where it's like, in a perfect world, we could be perfect. In a perfect world, we could really have something special. We could be a perfect match. You feel very naturally drawn to this person and attracted to them. Spirit, show me how they actually feel. Yeah. I watch you from afar. I'm just so intrigued by you, and I want to live a happy life with you. I see a happy future with you. Interesting. So why you peeping and you ain't speaking? Like, I'm like, okay, so what's that about? Why are you watching? You don't have to watch. You can engage. Let's see what else we get. Ooh. My feelings for you are currently of a platonic nature, and then we have my feelings for you are currently of a sexual nature. So tapping into this person's energy, friendship and like a sensual connection is what they may be really like open to. Like, that's what they pursue the most. We're tapping into their feelings. So they think that you're a good friend to them, and they also like being intimate with you, or they want to be intimate with you. So I'm getting a little bit of this person like kind of trying to take the easy way out, trying to avoid like truly opening up, and trying to see if you guys can just have this like friendship with flirtation or a sexual connection, whichever one they can kind of get away with. There's a little bit of an energy of them trying to like avoid the commitment here. And it's funny because the commitment card came up for how you think they feel. So you feel like they want a commitment, but maybe you know that they can't handle it, or you can tell that they feel like they can't handle it. We have, I don't feel comfortable letting you know how I feel. Some of you guys work with this person, tapping into this energy. It feels like there's an actual reason why they can't let you know how they feel. I remember in the beginning of your spread, though, I did get a little bit of an energy of some of these people may already be in a relationship or have someone that they've known for a long time that wants to be with them, pursuing them, something like that. So maybe it stems from there. If my actions offend you, I can't do anything about that. That's just who I am. So tapping into their energy, this person may be a fixed sign, or just very stubborn, because it really feels like they aren't giving you very much say or wiggle room. It really kind of feels like this person is being selfish. They're not really trying, like making a solid effort to compromise or to show up better. We have, why did you stop talking to me? I'm not understanding what's going on. So you may have stopped talking with this person because you were through with the games, done with the back and forth, over the confusion. I gotta take this off. There's an energy of them feeling like shocked that you're not speaking to them anymore. But I feel like, honestly, it would be like very easy to know. Like, I don't feel like they truly don't know why you've stopped talking to them if you've stopped talking to them. I feel like they just didn't expect it. Like, I find it hard to believe they literally couldn't figure out why you would stop talking to them or distance yourself from them. And honestly, if you guys are in the beginning stages of like your romance, your situationship, your relationship, if they started to try to flirt with you and then all of a sudden you notice, you know, them being in a hot and cold energy, trying to like, you know, make you chase them or something like that, you may have cut that off like at the root. Like, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing the hot and cold thing. I'm not playing the games with you. You really got the wrong one. Ooh. Yeah. This person goes back and forth quite a lot. We have, I don't care who gets hurt in the process, I'm going to be with you. So for those of you who, like I said, this person is in a relationship or already talking to someone, I do see that they are making plans and taking steps to actually try to separate from that person. And then we have, I may come off a bit rude, but I don't mean any harm. Honestly, I don't believe that. I feel like this person can be a little bit careless, unless they're genuinely aloof. Like, and they're not self-aware, I find it hard to believe that they don't know when they're being rude, because I don't feel like this is the most considerate person. So I could say maybe they don't intend to be rude. Like, I'm not picking up on a malicious energy from this person, but I do see through some, you know, cognitive reasoning that they could come to the conclusion that they probably shouldn't say or do certain things because it might offend you. Like, I get a very like an energy of this person trying to let all the things that should stick roll off. Like, they make a lot of excuses, like, for why things are the way they are, or why they are the way they are, the actions they take, the things that they do. I'm getting tired of trying and getting nowhere. Spend the night with me. I want the full experience. This is like an energy of someone showing up like they've already decided that this isn't going to work out. This is someone in a very defeated energy, feeling like, I'm tired of trying. This isn't going to go anywhere. Let's just be, you know, let's just have a sensual relationship then. Let's just be friends with benefits because the relationship thing doesn't work for us. Like, they may have even tried to convince you just like that. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that with you. You don't hold space for me enough emotionally for me to even feel comfortable doing that with you. Like, even if you're someone who wouldn't mind, it's just like, you're not the right person to do that with. It's kind of like how people like try to claim the poly lifestyle when they're really just irresponsible and non-committal, because there's a higher level of responsibility required to be poly. You have to be willing to communicate. You have to be a good communicator. It doesn't mean that you can just do whatever you want to do and not answer to anyone because, well, I'm poly, so of course I'm talking to other people. That's not the same thing. You're just irresponsible. You're not in the lifestyle. And that's how this kind of feels with this person. It feels like they're a bit avoidant, a bit immature. Spirit, what else can you tell me here? What can you tell me about this relationship, Spirit? Wow. Well, this is good. We got the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the tarot deck. It's earth energy, so it takes longer to come, but it does come with value. So surprisingly, the situation, it's going to feel really random to you, is going to really improve. Maybe this person has like some sort of epiphany. Maybe they have a personal breakthrough. Maybe it's a transit happening, you know, like astrology wise, that's affecting your love life in a positive way. But I do see a positive change here. So that is something to look forward to. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands. So all of a sudden this person is coming back, or you're coming back, and things are taking off really quickly. I'm picking up on coworkers that used to work together. One of you are leaving soon or already have left. This is someone you haven't spoken to in a while as well. I'm picking up for someone. And you guys are seeing each other again soon, within the next 8 weeks, Spirit is saying. You may be seeing 808, 818. August may have been significant for you, or the 8th of the month in some way. But yeah, there's an energy of all of a sudden things really taking off. And again, Eight of Wands is very fast moving energy. Wands is fire energy. Very fast moving, very passionate, very to the point with the Wands. And Eight of Cups in reverse is like both of you kind of walked away from this relationship or assumed that it wasn't going to work out, or, you know, took a break or something, and it's like things are coming back all of a sudden, coming back together all of a sudden. So we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the, I'm like, what is that ticking noise? Seven of Cups in reverse. They're like doing long work outside of my window, and it's like making something in my by the window shake. But so anyways, they're coming back knowing what it is that they want. Page of Cups in reverse is good energy because they're not showing up in a childish way anymore. Seven of Cups in reverse is also good energy because it's like they're not doing this juggling thing. Like I said, you know, some of you are dealing with someone who's already in a relationship or in a karmic cycle with someone that they have not at this point fully like let go of, or that person hasn't fully let go of them. Ace of Wands is like, I won't shoot. This is what I want. I'm making effort towards this. I'm actually like this. I'm pursuing you. So how the turns have tabled with that Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, like took you long enough. Let me see how you're going to receive this. Spirit, how is group 1 going to receive this energy? What will they choose to do? You guys are kind of like in an energy of, I've gotten over the heartbreak or the frustration, irritation, the disappointment of thinking that I finally met the one, or thinking that I would finally be able to move forward with someone. And I finally healed from accepting that, okay, maybe this was another false alarm, or that it's just not this person. So you guys are in a zero investment energy, and it's crazy how much your energies match, because they're coming through with an offer that you would accept, an offer that you would like, because they're showing up in Knight of Pentacles energy. And you were in 10 of Pentacles energy before, but now the 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's like at a previous time, you would have been more receptive, but I feel like you're being very careful with your heart and patient and waiting. And you know that that is just the thing that will frustrate this person. So you're really waiting to see how they show up and how they work through this energy. I don't see that you're completely saying no or closed off to it, but you're like, I'm never going to feel that way again, and I'm not going to waste my time again or anymore. So they're cutting off whoever to talk to you, not talking to other people, or not talking to that karmic, that specific person, not in that relationship anymore. They're handling that. And that may have been the standstill that you guys were at. Like, at the end of the day, we can feel all this for each other, but I can't accept, I'm confused, or I don't know what to do, or I can't do anything, or this is like, I can't accept that anymore. It has to be action, or you know, we're just not going to be able to be. And you guys are kind of like really at that standstill. So they have to show up differently, and they have to they have to show up differently, and they have to really make the effort for you guys to be together. We got the Judgment card, so it could be a transit that's happening that's causing your heart to soften, or causing this person to, you know, choose to take action. But the Judgment card is like an opportunity outside of you. It's like the divine blowing the horn and say, okay, are you ready to be set free? Are you ready to move to the next level? What are we doing here? So honestly, this person could be coming back around, and the divine could have put this on their heart, because I'm not picking up on anything, like any bit of this where it's like you're cutting people off or you're not talking to people for them. It feels like they're the one who had to catch up, and now you're in their position, not even in their position, but you're, you know, just living for you, doing for you, not really considering them or anyone for that matter. So I feel like, you know, Spirit's like, okay, well, let's wrap this situation up with a bow. What are we doing here? You may be seeing 10, 10, 9, 9, 9. Combinations of like 1, 1, 1, 1 as well. But there's an energy where it's like, okay, you may still in your heart not feel completely right about how the situation ended. So Spirit is kind of bringing this back so we can get some closure, or so that you can actually explore it. That'll be pretty much up to you. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are more so showing up as kind of neutral. Like, you're not completely against being with this person, but you're not convinced that they actually have the tools now to show up the way you need them to show up, to have something long lasting. So you're kind of seeing like, what's tea? Like, you haven't made up your mind, like, am I moving forward or not? You're observing. Spirit, what else can you tell me? For group 1, we have omens. You may be seeing like signs, signals, and synchronicities, dreams, having different things remind you of this person, feeling their energy randomly. We have omens, truth, and then movement into balance. So yeah, that's exactly the energy. You've been seeing a lot of angel numbers, signs, and signals, dreams even, this person as well. And it's revealing the truth of the situation, that there is something more going on here, and movement into balance with this person coming back, and that Judgment energy and this Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles energy, where it's like, okay, I'm going to make an offer. I'm going to see what we can do here. There's an opportunity to move into balance, and balance for you may be getting closure on this situation, because if you really feel like at this point this is not the person for you, it would still benefit you to have this conversation or this person come back and balance the scales to where you don't have to have this as a part in your history that makes you cringe years later because you can't believe how you allowed that person to treat you, or you can't believe you never said anything to them. Having this opportunity come up can honestly just be an opportunity for closure if that's what you want it to be, because they're coming back trying to pursue you, but you can say, okay, let's talk about everything. Allow them to take responsibility for everything that they've done. Really get the answers that you need if there are answers you feel like you have, you know, questions about or whatever. And then say, you know, it was great to hear that, but I really don't feel like we're meant to be together, and I just don't want to be in this relationship. And then you'll be able to, oh, I didn't even notice, it's the forgiveness card. I didn't look at it because I'm talking about the other energy. And you'll be able to forgive yourself, forgive the situation, and move on. So this situation will turn into whatever you want it to. But we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. So there is going to be a random, unexpected shift in this situation. And we have self-love. And you know, self-love could be choosing this person. If you really feel like your heart is calling you to be with this person, or there is something here, self-love is not like not being so rigid that you keep yourself from something that you really do feel in your heart could be good for you. But self-love in a more obvious way would be like, okay, give me that apology, taking this apology, and I'm skirting off on you. You already had your chance. So the ball's really going to be in your court in the future. And that's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy is in the description if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the green geode, this is your reading. Tapping in to see how you think they feel versus how they actually feel, their deepest thoughts, secret intentions. We got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. That's a good omen. We're using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you guys today. So let's get started. Spirit, this is for Group 2 with the green geode. How do they think their person feels? The person on their mind. How do they perceive them? You feel like this person is dangerous. You feel like you could really fall for this person. I'm getting an energy of you holding this person back. And surprisingly, it's honestly kind of fun to be in this position and feel like you're winning this person over. So I would say that this is not a shadowy relationship, because we have the pick me card. So at the end of the day, you do want to be with this person. And they can probably tell to some degree. But as far as how you think they feel, you think that they feel like you are obsessed with them and that you want a union with them and that you guys could have a very good romance. Like, it's giving, you know, that they know that you like them. And it's true to some degree. And honestly, I feel like you're allowing your heart to soar in this situation. Like, you're allowing yourself to have fun. I'm hearing 2020. So since 2020, your love life may have been really slow and just boring. And you're like, you know what, regardless of, you know, the possibility of getting hurt, I'm not going to live in fear anymore. Not in my love life, not in any way. So you're kind of allowing this person to be able to see that you do have feelings for them. I don't feel like you're hiding your feelings. If you are, you're not hiding it that well. But they can tell that there's like an I love you or I really like you at the tip of your tongue. We have the Secrets card and Pick Me. So you feel like they can tell that you like them. But also there's this energy of you guys maybe being like very conventionally attractive. So it's kind of like, okay, I like you and I'm going to allow you to know that I like you, but don't get it confused. Like, it could easily switch up. So that's also another thing contributing to your vulnerability. It's like, if I really wanted to, I could have another person like this. So sure, you can know how I feel for you. Secret says keeping it inside. Pick Me says I can love you better. So there's a little bit of an energy of you feel like this person can tell that you're holding back, but also that you want them. Like, I feel like you guys are having this really tough internal struggle where it's hard for you to really like act natural with this person because you do like them. Now we have shake up and dangerously. So there's a little bit of this energy of this person might think you're crazy, like you feel like they may think you're crazy. There was some sort of shake up or some sort of switch up. Maybe you allowed yourself to get fully mad at them and they saw like your fiery side, your angry side. Maybe you brought out your inner, you know, sensual kitten and you put that kitty on them, or put the flirtation on them, like really made them attracted to you. There's like an energy of you kind of laughing to yourself, like, I really did something that was, I don't know, you're just kind of tickled by it, like whatever it is that you did, some sort of shake up here. Surprise event at the bottom of shake up, at the bottom of dangerously it says in love, and then we have union and deep in love. So you feel like this person feels like you're in love with them, but that may not be true. I hope you're following. This is one of those readings that's kind of tricky to keep up with because we're tapping into how you think they feel and how they actually feel. So it's like, what? You gotta like give yourself a beat to remember what, to process the statement. But yeah, you feel like this person feels like they have you wrapped around their finger, but that may not be true. Like they may think that they have you wrapped around your finger, but you may be able to leave them like a drop of a hat. And I get this energy of you allowing them to think whatever they want to think because you ultimately want to be happy and you ultimately know the truth. So I feel like you guys have really worked on yourself because you're not playing like pickup. You're just not doing it anymore. Like I feel like in the past you would have really tried to control how people felt about you or thought about you. You didn't want people to think negatively about you or to think that you were weak or to think that you were so obsessed with them or anything like that, but you don't really care. Like, I do like you. I am obsessed with you low key. But that doesn't mean like, I keep hearing, you thought I was feeling you? Like there's an energy here of you being like, I can still literally leave at any time. If you allow yourself to think yourself into thinking that, you know, I'm all yours, you're going to be in for a rude awakening if you mess up. So yeah, I just get this energy of these days you guys are not wanting to control someone else's feelings and your feelings at the same time. Like you're letting go of that responsibility and allowing yourself to just be an active part of the situation. Like it's just too much to control the narrative and how someone else feels about you and also how you feel about them. It's just like you're allowing them to think whatever they want to think. Okay, Spirit, for group 2. So what are their actual feelings? What are they planning? What can you tell me about? Okay, I'm not going to take that one. I get jealous when you give others a lot of attention. I don't like it at all. Please forgive me. So they are aware that they've done something wrong. And they may have skated over it, but you may be acting different since that thing, I'm feeling. And then we have, let's keep this between me and you for now. I don't want others interfering in what we have. There's an energy of this person not liking like when you're around your friends. And that may be something that you and your friends listen to together. That may be why I heard it, like, you thought I was feeling you. The masculines get so mad and triggered from that song. Like it's so triggering for them. So this person may have acted out or lashed out at you in some way because they feel like they want things to go back to normal or how they used to be. They're acknowledging that they messed up in some way. And it may have been them trying to make you jealous, since we got, I get jealous when you give others attention coming up. They may have tried to hit you with that back, but it blew up in their face or it changed your energy. There is this like natural consequence concept where it's like, you know, people who like parent with natural consequence. It's like, some people don't agree with it, but basically like an example would be like, okay, if you tell your if you tell your husband to take out the trash, right? And let's make it about something else, not kids. So if you tell your husband to take out the trash and then he doesn't, natural consequence is not taking out the trash yourself, but allowing it to build up and topple over and smell up the whole house to the point where he can't even watch TV in the living room in peace because he's smelling the trash. Or you're not sexually attracted, you're not feeding into like the flirtation or anything like that because the house smells like garbage. So it's natural consequence. Like, you don't get that sweet version of me because you haven't done what you were supposed to do, what I asked you to do, or you can't enjoy your regular activities in peace. That's how this feels. You guys are in a very natural consequence type of energy where it's like, I'm not going to call you out and try to make you treat me well, but if you don't treat me well, there will be natural consequences. I will pull back, or I will do this, whatever. And they know that they kind of messed up because they can feel your shift in energy. This person, honestly, it feels like they want to believe that you're obsessed with them. They don't want to acknowledge that there's someone that's not obsessed with them. And it's like, I am obsessed, but not in the way you think. Like, my obsession doesn't make me weak. I just have a naturally creative mind. So, okay, let's see. This is interesting. I spend money on you to win your favor and get what I want. I'm also feeling like this person spends money on the way that they dress to win you over. And they, like, as soon as you guys started talking, they may always be posting like what they've bought or new outfits. They may have gotten a new car. They may have purchased something for one of their friends or something like that. They spend money to win you over. I feel like by making you like them. So this could be in investments on themselves, or if you're in any sort of like sugar pop situation, of course, they could be leveraging the money. Like, okay, like thinking that you're going to want to go on a date with them because you're pressed about money. But I just feel like you guys are not in that stage. You're not in that energy at all. Like, you're not in a, I don't need you. And now I'm hearing, I don't need you, but you. Janae Aiko. It's like, yeah, I do want you, but I don't need you. I will fight myself on it. My feelings for you are currently of a platonic nature. Take my hand, let's walk this path together. So this person is not allowing themselves to feel as romantically for you as they could unless you're meeting them eye to eye. Like, unless you're going to walk the path with them and you guys are both going to be open and, you know, put in as much effort in the romantic relationship, they're not allowing themselves to fully surrender to it. Like, they're like, okay, if you take my hand, I'll open up. But if you don't help me through it, if I feel alone in this, I'm not going to open up. I'm not going to move past the I like you stage. And it's frustrating because it's like, that's natural consequence. Okay, so you just won't move further with me, period. But that puts you guys in a position where, like, neither of you are able to move forward. So it's kind of frustrating. All of a sudden, I have my throat is so dry. You guys may have a throat chakra block, or this may just be talking about how there's zero communication. You're not saying anything. You're not clearing things up. We have, please be patient with me. I need more space and time to pull things together. So they're working on themselves. They're trying. I'm hearing man up. And that doesn't mean that you're dealing with a man, but you may want them to, like, you know, step up their masculine energy. Like, this ain't gonna work for me. I'm not gonna do this for you. Is like your internal dialogue. All right, Spirit, for group 3, what can you tell me about this situation? What else can you tell me here? We have the Star in reverse and the Knight of Wands. You guys won't be able to move forward and have that wish fulfillment Unless they really step their game up. Knight of Wands, they have to be passionate about you. They have to find the passion in their spirit. They have to be moved enough to pursue you in order for both of you to win. And you're just not, you're so in control these days. Like, you're just not seeing this as a negative thing. Page of Cups, I will be with another person. If it's not easy, I am not engaging in it. Like, that's your energy. It's like, I'm not budging. I'm not gonna, I shouldn't even have to. Why would you want to see me that way? Why do I have to crawl on my knees just to have a relationship with you? I'm not doing it. That's not love. So if you don't put in any effort in this situation, it just won't be. Some way, somehow, though, I do see this relationship working out. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. It's going to be unexpected. You're not going to see it coming. Also, I'm hearing illumination. So they may have some sort of illumination or epiphany. And the World card is like the good and the bad. The thing about the World card, it's the last card in the major arcana. So you have to go through all the other cards, all the other lessons to get here. So yeah, it's the World card is like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the last step. It's a good thing, but also the World card means that you've been through it to get here. You've been through all the other cards, the Devil, the Temptation, Temperance, finding balance, the Emperor, tapping into your masculine energy, the Empress, tapping into your feminine energy, the Fool, being willing to actually start the journey and go for it. So this person is having a whole transformation trying to be with you. They're so allured by, like, they're very much into you, and they want it to be mutual, but you want them to act on how they feel. You're just over giving people signs and signals and doing the most to make things super, super comfortable. So even if you're having an internal struggle, or even if you're fighting yourself, you're coming across as really confident and in your power. We have the Knight of Cups. Like, your energy is causing the energy of the relationship, of the situation, to go in your favor. It's uncomfortable though. Nine of Cups in reverse. But we have the Three of Wands. You expect best case scenario. You're still optimistic. It's very interesting. You know, this energy isn't black and white. Like, you've been really moving through the gray area for the last couple of years. And you've been getting more and more comfortable with things not working out, more and more comfortable with things, you know, going at whatever pace. It's like, if it's meant to be, it will be, and that's it. Even if it's difficult. So we got the Four of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. They're trying to do this all on their own. But they can't. They're going to have to work with spirit, because they're going to have to go through a transformation for this to work out. It's like they're trying to make it work by bargaining with you, but spirit and your guides are your advocate these days. So they can't just make it work with you and swindle you or convince you of X, Y, Z. They have to do the work. They have to go through the whole process. And every time they try to find a shortcut, you guys will talk for a short period of time. You'll be kind of bored and uninterested, because it's like, you still haven't grown or changed, or okay, you've grown or changed, but not to where I needed to be. So natural selection, or natural consequence, this will naturally kind of fall off, or we'll end up not talking again because you're not doing what you need to do. You guys, they're going through it though. I ain't even gonna hold you. We got suffering and silence and transformation. So this transformation is specifically, I'm hearing, doing a number on their ego. Like, their ego is really fighting them right now. They're not even worth it. Look at how they're making us feel. They don't care about us. Like, their ego keeps just berating them with these statements, and they're surprisingly tapping into their heart, but like, no, I feel called here, but this is where I want to be. So they naturally keep being called to try. They naturally keep trying because that's what they feel in their heart. So when their ego finally shuts up, likely before bed, you may start to feel this person's energy at night. They think about you a lot when they're waking up and right before they're going to bed. They may even fantasize about you a little bit. before they go to bed. We got the solar plexus chakra and positive movement forward. So at the end of the day, the solar plexus is the soul chakra. It's the chakra of self, who you really are. And their soul is developing through this situation. So it's almost like their soul is taking the lead as well. And the soul is right up against the heart chakra. So they do have a space that they share. And the transition between the area between the two chakras. So they do work together quite a bit. So this person, like, at the end of the day, as much time as you guys spend apart or whatever happens, as frustrated as they can become with the journey, their solar plexus, their soul keeps like pulling them to just naturally do what they need to do to make another bit of progress. We got positive movement forward. So you're going to hear and see this person soon. You're going to hear from them. They'll be reaching out. This person cannot let you go. Like, internally, I feel like they've tried to, but the ego just isn't as powerful as the soul. So they keep circling back. We got patience and planning. What are they planning? The cards are kind of quiet. They may not be in the planning area yet. We have intuition. Yeah, so they're not really planning. They're following their intuition. Whatever their soul guides them to do, they're following through with that. But they're not making solid plans. Like, they don't have a plan like, okay, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do this. Their soul is naturally leading them to a path where you guys meet. But this person isn't making conscious plans, and that's likely because the ego lives in the mind. The ego is not going to allow them to take up space in the mind with their plans to do what the ego doesn't want to do, because that means more growth, transformation, more suffering and silence, and less of the ego's place and the ability to control them. So yeah, you guys, that's what I got for you. My Etsy is below in the description if you want a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the pink geode, this is your reading. We are using the Crystal Visions Tarot for you guys today to see how you think they feel versus how they actually feel, their plans, their deep thoughts about you. That is what we're getting today. So Spirit, this is for group 3 with the pink geode. How do they think this person feels? The person on their mind, how are they perceiving their feelings? That's interesting. So you think that they think that you're faithful. They think that you're willing to compete as well. They kind of see you think they see you in a way that maybe you're not as confident. You kind of fear that you don't come off as confident or too sure to the point where you're willing to fight for it more than you should. We have against all odds. We have dangerously. You may have done something to embarrass yourself around this person, or you may have done too much, and now you're feeling like they think that you're just always going to pursue them, or you're willing to do anything to be with them, and you're kind of annoyed by that. We have masks and protection. So you're hoping that they can see you for who you truly are. Also, we have like the protection energy, where it's like they may have tried to talk bad about you or done something, and something bad may have happened to them. That's interesting. Okay, Faithful says it's only you. Competition says winning at all costs. So they see you as someone who's willing to fight for the person you love, someone who's willing to fight for the connection. But there's just this energy of feeling a little embarrassed about it, like it's too early, like maybe you did too much too soon. We have against the odds, end all be all, and dangerously. So you feel like they have a positive view for you in the sense of what you could be to them. Like you feel like you come across someone who is trustworthy, someone who they could have forever with, like someone who could be really good for them. But you also worry that you come on too strong to this person. You kind of feel there's a little bit of mixed feelings. It's like one day you may have a really good day with this person. The next day it may seem like they're off put by you or their energy changes. And it's like, dude, what are you on? Can you just be consistent? It's kind of frustrating for you to be dealing with them. And they're kind of like, they kind of seem to go back and forth in their energy. Against all odds says never giving up. End all be all says happy with you. And dangerously says in love. So you think that they think that you're already in love with them. We have masks and protection. Who are you really? You feel like they don't really know you on a deeper level, but they feel like they do. Like there's this energy of this person kind of making assumptions about you, and that bothers you because it's like, that's not actually who I am though. Or you don't have the evidence to back that up. Or you're taking one thing and, you know, you're turning a small thing into something bigger. Like, okay, maybe I did, you know, I did the most one day, but you're taking it as if that's who I am, or like I'm obsessed, and that's not the case. So there's a little bit of an energy of a misunderstanding. Like, yeah, I really like you, but not as much as you think I do. And there's also this energy of you kind of feeling like they're not putting in their best effort to really get to know you. They're kind of like comfortable in the assumptions that they have of you. And it's frustrating because it's like, we can't make progress if you're making assumptions. This is interesting. We have being bold, alignment, and optimism. So you may have made like a big move on this person so that you can get in alignment, or so that they could see what you see. And you're pretty optimistic about it. You feel like they took it well. This could be you telling this person how you feel. This could be you sending them some like spicy message. This could be you being more clear in your flirtation. Being bold says speaking my mind, so maybe it's something you said to them. Alignment says same frequency, and then optimism says this could be good. So there's an energy here of you guys are like trying to keep positive about the situation, but I do feel that you're not exactly pleased by how much you guys talk or how fast things are going. It doesn't feel like a delay, like there is like a clear stop, but it does feel like very slow movement, slow development. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell me about group 3? So how do they really feel? What are their intentions? What are they really thinking? Oh, one of these flipped over from the last pile. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, this is a catch-22 too. Okay, so we have, I don't know how to communicate well. I try though. And I can't help but be immature. I have childhood wounds that make me act this way. And then the catch is we have, I'm older and more mature than you are. So I have a lot, so I know a lot more and have experienced a lot more. So this person may be like age-wise older than you, but act immature. And I feel like they pull that maturity card whenever it suits them. Obviously, that's not going to be for all of you. All of you aren't dating someone who's older than you. But for those of you who are, you may notice that they kind of flip-flop. Like one day they try to act like they're so mature and they're on their grown man, grown woman stuff, and they're trying to, you know, show up as a mature person, or in business they may be really mature. But when it comes down to, you know, when you really need them to be mature, they may, you know, go MIA. You need to get it together. It's time for you to start organizing your life goals and priorities. Ooh, open yourself to communicate with me. Let's get connected. So this person feels like, I mean, if you really like me, you don't show it very much. They feel like you're kind of and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but they feel like you're a little bit childish or reserved in your energies. But like I said, I feel like this person is very immature themselves, and they like to make excuses, or they like to play I'm more older or more mature when it benefits them, like when it suits them. When they're able to push the responsibility off on you, like, oh, this is your fault, or you're the one not being mature, you know, it's like they flip-flop. They want you to talk to them more and take the lead more. And also they feel like you're disorganized or you're trying anything. There's a little bit of an energy of you not being yourself. I gotta be honest. And it's like, this person can tell that you're being inauthentic, because from the first deck, we got the mask card. So there's definitely some sort of disconnect as far as like how you guys show up to each other. And I feel a lot of the blame game, like you want to say, okay, they're not being as authentic as they could be, and they're saying that vice versa right back to you. So it's kind of just like neither of you are able to have progress, because no one is choosing like, okay, I'm just going to do what's on my heart. I'm just going to show up authentically. Because there's an energy of you, you know, putting on a bit of a facade, and this person can tell, like, you may try to act like you're not bothered by something or angry about something, but you are. Or you may try to pretend that you're not as interested in them, but you are. Or it could be you're not facing the music that this person you're not exactly a match with, and you're trying to pretend like they're the perfect person for you, but you know that there's very real things that you guys don't agree with, or you're like not in alignment with each other, but you may ignore those things because you don't want to be alone. But truthfully, you know, deep down, like there are a lot of things that are very different about us. And okay, let's see what else. How do they feel? What are they planning? Ooh. I feel guilty about my connection with you. I'm not sure I should even be interacting with you. I'm picking up on a married person. This person may be married or in another relationship or older than you, and they feel guilty about that. And they're going to have to, get over that themselves. We have, please don't be skeptic. I'm only acting differently because I want to create change. I feel like they're shooting in the dark as well. It's a lot of, you know, deflection here with this person, I gotta say. And just know, take this with a grain of salt, because we're tapping into their energy and their perspective. We're not tapping to like, oh, this is the universal truth about the situation. So make sure you remember, this is their dialogue. This doesn't mean that this is how the situation is. Because some of you, I feel like, will start to be annoyed by this energy and the way that they're coming across, because it's very wishy-washy. Don't be skeptic. I'm acting differently because I want change, because I want to create change. But instead of being honest and actively creating change by working with you, it's like they're trying to give you no communication, so it makes you pursue them more. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, okay, I want to see where this goes with you. I want to take this to the next level. I want to, you know, have a serious connection with you. Instead of being honest about that, they're like trying to get you to take the action by leaving you with no option but to reach out, because they're pulling back. You know what I mean? It's very wishy-washy. It can be very confusing and easy to get frustrated by this person. Let's see what else we get. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3? I feel like at this point, you kind of want to release yourself from the situation. We have the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. That's kind of like I give up type of energy. We have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So you may have already decided to stop investing your time and energy into the situation. It's like, I feel like you guys feel like you've tried everything. It's like both of you are trying different things, but neither of you are communicating directly. Or they do a lot of deflecting when it comes to direct communication, because honestly, I feel like they prefer to have things their way. Like they prefer to be in control instead of like really sharing something with you and having something mutual where both of you have veto power that can say, okay, this isn't working. That's not bringing us together, where both of you can share your opinion. This person prefers to have control. They're definitely a control freak. Page of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse. There is a shift here. This feels like you letting go of the situation. Didn't we get that for them too? No, we didn't get that for them as well. But yeah, Page of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles is in reverse is kind of like an energy of being hurt and not wanting to engage with them anymore as protection for yourself. And we did get the protection card that came up from the first deck as well. So they may see that you're trying to protect yourself from them because you know that they could hurt them. It's like they'll say, I'm no good for you, but keep being with you. And it's like, if you know that you're no good for me, then stop dealing with me. And they may even start to treat you bad and use like the excuse of, I mean, you knew that, you know, I wasn't good for you, as an excuse not to take responsibility. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant. So these days you're trying to do what's good for you. This connection honestly seems like a mess. There feels like a lot of finger pointing, a lot of similarities, but just two people who aren't communicating directly with each other, trying to somehow, some way bring things together without communicating directly. You know, it's trying to make plans. It's like trying to make plans, you know, with your friends for Sunday fun day, but you just like are trying to pick up like, oh, this person told me last time we hung out together they want to get coffee, so let me show up at the coffee shop and see if they're there on Sunday. And it's like, what? you can't have progress. It's like both of you are trying to make plans without making plans. Like both of you want the same thing, but I feel like both of you are afraid to lean into it. They have their own guilt about there's some sort of significant age gap for at least a few of you. And then for some of you, this person is married, and that's the huge elephant in the room, because for some of you, it feels like there's an actual reason why things are difficult, but this person is using that as an excuse, like not to move forward, or using that as an excuse to choose low vibrational behavior. But some of you, it's just like, okay, both of you are just, I don't know, you know, the normal, scared, or not really sure what to do, not showing up authentically out of fear, whatever it is. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like both of you guys pulling away. Honestly, I feel like you guys just need a do-over. Yeah, we got the Star in reverse. I don't feel like you can build on this energy. Like, this isn't the kind of energy you build on. This is the kind of energy you abandon and start over again. So if you guys are in a no contact, even if that's really weighing on your spirit now, just know it's best case scenario. It's a good thing. But when you do come back together, set some intention to really do things differently so that you don't end up back here. Set some intention to talk things through and make it clear, like, okay, this is why I feel like it didn't work in the past. We weren't communicating this and this and that. We need to do things differently moving forward. We have a heart. I feel like this person has been hurt before, but also who hasn't? Spirit is saying, like, have a heart with this person. Spirit, what can you tell me about their plans and the future? Well, we got Three as a crowd, so they're going to have to clear this. Also, we have Secret Admirer. So I see this person watching you, like, it's like they're watching you on social media and then getting pissed off that you're living your life and that you're enjoying yourself. Or every time they see you and you're looking all beautiful, they get frustrated because they can't have you. This person is, they may be older than you, but they're really immature. And honestly, you guys, we have Let Me Go, Too Many Cooks in the Kitchen, Squeaky Clean, and Have a Heart. So I would say don't be mean to this person, or, you know, take things out on this person. Like, don't create any future karma. But also, it may be better for you to, like, completely let this person go until they can figure this out. Too many cooks in the kitchen, until they can figure out that other relationship, what they're going to do. Are they going to leave? Are they going to stay? until they actually take the effort and separate or move on from this like version of themselves, immature version of themselves, essentially until they do the work. Because there's a lot of pain that you've experienced, a lot of confusion and internalizing as well of this energy, which can also be very dangerous because that can reflect in other areas of your life, like how you make business decisions. Like if you're constantly questioning yourself with the things that matter to you the most, like love, you're going to start to question yourself when it comes to business, the actions that you should take, personal life, life purpose. You're going to start to doubt yourself in general and doubt just everything. And that's just, it can just spiral in a direction it does not need to spiral in. So we have a heart, we have a heart and squeaky clean. So I feel like the best way to handle this is to be empathetic. When you see that they're like freaking out or they're showing up in an immature way, don't even react. Keep your hands clean, keep your heart clean, squeaky clean, keep your heart light so that, I mean, we did get secret admirer. So if another person even comes through, you'll be squeaky clean from this connection, not confused about this connection, so you won't be attached to this connection and make decisions based off of what's going on here or your confusion here. Try to have a heart for this person. Don't react. And, you know, try to be understanding of what they're going through. But also we have the sailing card. So Spirit isn't wanting you to stress out about the situation. So if it's better for you to disconnect completely, that may be what you want to do temporarily, because like I said, this is a connection that needs a whole new start. Like throw the whole relationship away and then start over again, because this reading is all over the place. Yeah, we have live your bliss as well. So don't feel bad and, you know, start posting less on social media or always considering them before you post. Live your bliss. This is your time to be happy. This is your time to enjoy yourself. You deserve to be happy regardless of where you're at with this person. And Spirit wants that for you. And then we have set your intention. So Spirit is saying decide what you want to do though. While you're in this period of time where you're not talking to this person, decide what you want to do. Decide what you want and keep your eye on the prize. The rest, let it go. And then we have accept struggles as lessons. So I feel like this person was put into your life to learn something. I feel like both of you triggered each other's growth. And once you have this break, or now that you're not speaking, take this time to really understand, okay, how did I get in my own way? How did I end up here? What can I do differently? So even if someone else is on some BS, I don't match that energy. How can I be more consciously aware of how I react to certain things so that even if someone else is acting a mess, I don't have to get in a, you know, frequency where I'm confused and follow that. But I do feel like you guys are going to come back together. So yeah, group 3, that is what I got for you. My Etsy is in the description below if you want a private tarot reading. And that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 4 with the yellow geode, this is your reading. Tapping in to see how you think they feel versus how they actually feel. So let's jump right in. Spirit, this is for group 4 with the yellow stone. How does group 4 think they feel? How are they picking up on their energy? How is this person showing up for them? How do they think they feel? We have questions and evaluations, so you can tell that this person is interested. You can tell that they're trying to get to know you. We have shakeup. There's an energy of this person. You feel like they're getting a little bored, or you feel like you don't have their attention as much. So there's almost like this urge you have to be totally different than you usually would and cause some sort of shakeup. And honestly, it's looking like you're torn between. We have the single life card that came up, so you're torn between shaking up the energy by releasing all weight off of them and focusing on other people, living your best single life. And then we have the vulnerability card, so between that, like, and being vulnerable. But you can tell that they have questions about you. You can tell that they want to get to know you better. You can tell that they're interested and they're trying to make some sort of decision. It's like so clear to you with that evaluation energy. You can tell that they're trying to, well, we have the trust card here, so maybe it's about trust. You can tell that they're trying to see if you're someone who's trustworthy, someone they can really build with. But this person is looking for clarity. You can tell that they have unanswered questions. We also have the invitation card, so they do make effort to see you or to try to get to know you. But I feel like for the most part, you guys are trying to get a clear understanding of like where you stand with this person, and they're also trying to get a clear understanding of where you stand with them. So it's like both of you are wondering like, are you gonna move forward or not? And at the same time, you're like, well, I could really do my best, like live my best single life because technically I'm single, or not seeing eye to eye with my partner. You're kind of like wondering if you should break up with them or if this, you know, is just better off. Are we better off as friends? Like, I feel like both of you have questions at this time. At the bottom of questions, it says no clear picture. At the bottom of evaluation, it says seriously thinking about this. So you can tell they're in their head a lot. At the bottom of trust, it says having faith. And I feel like that's your energy and their energy. They want to trust you and they are starting to trust you and genuinely let you in. But you're trying to trust the situation. You don't want to shake up the situation with like an anxious attachment style. Like you don't want to cause a shakeup by groveling or, you know, falling to your knees for this person. You want to like maintain your sense of self. You want to maintain peaceful about this situation. You don't want to worry. You don't want to feel like there's something to be fearful of. Like you don't want to assume the worst. There's an energy of you guys really trying to hold on to your core self. Like, okay, this is what I know. This is what I don't know. Let me not make decisions based off what I don't know. Let me not make decisions based off of my fears. Like you guys are really trying to control yourself while they take their time. But at the same time, we got this single life energy here. So some of you guys are wanting to be like, to hell with it, and let me just do my single thing, and they can take their time. But some of you want a rotational date because it's just stressing you out and you just don't want to be stressed, period, right now. So some of you guys are like, I should really just do my, you know, have my single self and just do my thing, and they'll come around when they come around. Some of you guys are wanting to take all weight off of this situation so that you can not get upset about it and assume the worst and self-sabotage. So we have shakeup and clarity. At the bottom of shakeup, it says surprise event. At the bottom of clarity, it says seeing clearly now. So you may feel like something is coming. You may feel like their energy is different and you're just waiting for something to change here or happen. At the bottom of vulnerability, it says out in the open. And then at the bottom of invitation, it says let's hang out. So this person is getting, you guys may be in a no contact right now or on a break, or you maybe haven't heard from this person in a while. And I don't feel like it's rooted in negativity for the most of you. So it's not like, oh, you recently had a fight with this person and, you know, you guys aren't talking because of that. It kind of feels like you just haven't talked because both of you are kind of thinking. And you can feel their energy. You may start dreaming about this person or something like that. So you can feel like when they're going to reach out soon, especially if this is karmic or if you've known this person for a long time. Because it's easier for you to identify their energy if that's the case. And you can kind of feel when something's going to happen. Okay, well, let's see. Spirit, show me now, how do they really feel? What are they planning? What are they actually thinking? Show me their thoughts. Show me their exact thoughts for group 4. Well, this is good. First time I got this card today. My feelings for you are currently of a romantic nature. For the love of God. Finally. Oh my goodness. I've been getting so much like avoidance today. I'm glad to see you guys are not in that boat. Let's see what's going on here though. Ooh, that's interesting. you guys may be the first baddie they've ever dated. You guys may be like very attractive, or you may give off like very strong, I'm hearing Anana. You may give off very strong Anana energy. Look her up. She's a bad bee, okay? My feelings for you are currently of a romantic nature. You intimidate me. I idolize you so much. You're out of my league and you're really tempting me. I just melt when I'm around you. So they feel for you romantically and they know that. So I feel like the holdup then is likely, or a disconnect if there is one. Technically, I haven't gotten a message of a disconnect actually. The closest I got to that would be like the shake-up card, but I don't feel like that was like an argument for the most of you. Their holdup though, as far as like being more open with you and like actively pursuing you, would be the fact that you intimidate them a lot and they feel like you're out of their league. And if they've never dated a baddie or a very like conventionally attractive person, they're not used to their partner always getting attention. And like so many people want a baddie, right? They want someone that's like so attractive and so confident, but you got to be used to, you also have to be very confident because you have to be used to that person always getting attention. You have to be used to people gravitating towards them, that person getting hit on, and you know, you have to have a strong sense of self. So it's like everyone wants it, but not very many people can actually handle it. I feel like that's where they're struggling. We also have, I get confused by your behavior and action towards me. So you may be intentionally about, wow. I just read the other card here. You may be really intentional about not letting this person feel like they own you or they have you or that you're theirs. This surprised me. If I support you, you have to support me and follow what I say. That is giving me that traditional baddie struggle energy where it's like, okay, if I support you, if I'm not acting controlling, you want to wear what you want to wear, you want to do what you want to do, you just have a flirtatious personality, you want to work there, you want to do that, then if I support you in that and I allow you to do that, you have to follow what I say. If I say I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't want you to go here, or I want to go with you, I want to do this, I need to have a say. This person is kind of struggling because it's like they want to be able to have a say, but they're not trying to be controlling. So I feel like a huge part of this is just an internal struggle. They don't like feeling this way. They don't like feeling like this kind of person. They don't know themselves to be super controlling, but they feel like they need to be controlling with you for some reason, either because you're very attractive or you have a very wild, creative energy. And some of this is worry, like they do worry about you. And some of this is, I want to say jealousy, but it's not exactly jealousy. It's just they want to, I don't know, they want to have rights, okay? They want to have rights. They want to be able to say something. They want to have power. They want to be able to say yes or no. And it's just, it doesn't sit well with them if they don't have the ability to say no. But also they don't want to feel like a controlling asshole. Like, so it's like, dang. They're having a hard time finding balance. And then we have this curveball. I can be sneaky at times. It's up to you to figure out how. And I'm cool with a secret affair if you're already with someone. They feel like you give other people attention. You may be single, so they're like, I don't know, I just get an energy of them kind of getting their lick back a little bit. Like if you go on a date with someone, they'll go on a date with someone just because you did. And if you make them jealous, they may not say something about it, but you can tell that they start acting weird and you start like, I don't know, I feel like both of you to some degree are kind of in the wrong because you really need to communicate. With a situation like this where both of you are uncomfortable, you need to communicate. Because even though you are single and you do have the right to go on a date, that doesn't mean that you should tell that person about it. Like who actually wants to hear that? Nobody wants to hear that, you know, or, you know, just because you are free and liberated, I don't know, they're having a hard time. And it is that gray area. Like it's hard. I get it. 'Cause it's like, if I were to date someone and they were a very attractive person, no, you can't go out to drink with your coworkers if that coworker that likes you is going to be there, because that's just flirting with danger, and it just makes me uncomfortable. And it's like, yes, you should be able to go out with your coworkers, but also that makes me uncomfortable. So like, who's in the wrong? Because it's like a tricky situation. They feel very triggered by you. You're a free thinker or a very independent person, and this could be because of any reason. It's just how you are. It could be because you have Anana energy. It could be because of how you look. Regardless though, like, they're not completely comfortable with how, like, the situation, and they don't feel like they can say anything because they feel like technically they can't say anything. So that's kind of where they are at with everything, but that's how they feel. Spirit, what else can you tell me about the situation? It looks like you guys are at a standstill. We got the Chariot in reverse and then the Seven of Pentacles. So both of you guys are kind of in a position like, what am I even fighting for? Because we're not communicating directly. We're not being honest with each other. So I just heard, I know you're going on dates. This person is so jealous. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't want to label yourself as jealous, but this is jealousy. That's what this is. Both of you guys are unsatisfied here with that Seven of Pentacles, but it's like, it's weird because it's like, for a lot of you, I don't feel like there's been one big argument or even acknowledgement of this energy. Yeah, which is causing a major standstill. Page of Swords in reverse. Like, if we don't admit this is what's happening, if we don't take any action, if we don't communicate at all about this, we're just kind of stuck, defeated, you know? So until someone acknowledges it, it's like we both lose. Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's playing around with that gray area, because Two of Pentacles, of course, you know, you can see it on the card. It's about juggling two things or being stuck between two things. I don't want to be controlling, but also I want more control in this situation. Like, you know. And then we have the Magician here. So let's see. Spirit, clarify the Magician. We have the King of Cups, which is all about emotional maturity. Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Justice card, that looks like an apology. That's like, okay, sorry for what I did before. Ace of Wands in reverse, let's make this right. Or backtracking, okay, I was being too stern before on what I was trying to do, or too harsh before with my approach, too cut and dry with this. There is a gray area here. Let's compromise. Let's figure something out that feels right for the both of us. So there's a little bit of an energy of backtracking and kind of trying again. You guys may be not talking right now, and there may even seem to be like some sort of beef and animosity between the two of you. That's awkward, especially if you work together or something where it's like you have to see each other often. But we have the King of Cups, which is an emotionally intelligent king. Also, it's the masculine manifestation of the Suit of Cups, not the Queen of Cups. So it's like, okay, let's take action. Magician, let's fix this. So to be honest, Spirit is saying you do have the ability to fix this. Maybe take some time to think about your approach and think about the standards you're setting. Be honest with yourself. Are you being too rigid? Or try to say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Where can I lighten up a little bit? Where can I do better? What's really a deal breaker for me? Okay, these are the areas I really don't want to compromise on, but where can I compromise? A lot of this is communication though, to be honest, like, because they will meet you in the middle and make it easier for you. So until you guys are both engaging and you're both compromising, it's gonna be hard. But to be honest, I didn't want to say it, but this does feel like Spirit kind of telling you like, okay, take the lead on this, initiate a conversation. And perhaps that's just because, you know, you can't control what someone else does. So it's like, you could be out of this energy by the end of this week. You know what I mean? You can be completely out of this energy, or you can wait 3 more months and have this bother you to wait for them to reach out and fix it. So Spirit's kind of telling you just to take initiative, to set yourself free from the confusion and the frustration, because regardless, this is still something that you are affected by and it's frustrating you. So Spirit is just like, okay, yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You don't feel like you should reach out. You don't feel like you should be the one to fix it. You don't feel like you should be the one to extend your energy, but Queen of Swords, just do it. Be very clear in your communication. Lay it all out on the table. The Suit of Swords is about action and communication. And the Queen of Swords here is diplomatic, still leading from a heart space, still the feminine manifestation of swords, but the queen, you know, so still, you know, investing that masculine energy as well. So we can get things done. So we can get out of this energy, because at this point it's like, okay, both of you guys are probably ready to throw in the towel, because as time goes on, because there wasn't a major argument for a lot of you, as time goes on, it's kind of like you forget what even bothered you and you kind of just allow the situation to fade away. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? We have patience. And then we have triumphant success and positive movement forward. So Spirit is first telling you, take the time to really decide what you want to say and what you want to do. Take the time to really plan it out with the patience card. Like, take the time to ask yourself, what can I compromise on? What is a deal breaker for me? What's a yes? What's a no? Like, get clear on exactly where you stand with all this, and then take action. And then we have the positive movement forward and triumphant success. So Spirit is saying, if you do decide to take initiative on this, there will be a positive outcome. You will have positive movement forward, and this will go in your favor. So whatever you're saying is well received, as long as you, you know, plan it out and you're really honest and raw with yourself, so that you can be honest and raw with them and just lay it all out for them. Yeah, and then we got the temptation card here. So you're going to be tempted to just, you know, I knew it, deception and envy. You're going to be tempted to say, you know what, let me just trash this situation and throw it all away. And maybe because you're looking at other people's situations, like, this person doesn't have to go through this. This person has such an easy relationship. They get everything they want for their person. Their person just loves them and does for them. Why can't I have that? Like, I don't want this ghetto relationship. I don't want this. There's that energy here for sure. But you just got to push through. We got rejoice and celebration and movement, choices and decisions. So Spirit is saying you can get out of this energy, though. That's the main thing for me. Like, I'm like, at the end of the day, this is bothering you, though. So it's like, we might as well just take the action so that we can get out of this energy, because you don't deserve to be sitting here unhappy when you can have, like I said, progress and 180 with this situation before the end of the week, you know? Solar plexus is like, even more than following your heart, following what your soul is telling you to do. And the solar plexus is the chakra that comes before, or does it come after? Actually, it comes after. That comes after the heart chakra. So they share a space. So even moving from your solar plexus, you're still partly moving from your heart. And again, Spirit is saying this is the most important part, the patience and planning. Planning what you're going to say. So even if they throw you a curveball, you can stick to what it is that you feel in your heart, what it is that you want. And also, so you'll have the ability to tell them, this is what I'm already planning to do, you know, because you've already tapped into yourself and said, okay, where can I give a little wiggle room? Where can I give a little more, or where can I do something different on my end so that we can have a positive change in this situation, in this relationship. So yeah, that is what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon.